So Japanese is quite a small course with usually about 12 students coming in every year, and it's run, I think it's quite different to other subjects in that it's run almost entirely through the faculty. So no matter which college you go to, the course will basically be the same, not really changing based on the college. I think people choose to study Japanese for quite a variety of reasons, and a lot of the time those reasons are like kind of based in pop culture, and I think it's important to not be embarrassed about like that. I mean, some of our tutors have said like they definitely don't discriminate if that's the reason that they first become interested in Japanese, but then at the same time, definitely try to get a good idea of what it actually is that you study on the course here, and that information is all available on the faculty website. There's a course handbook which anyone can look at, and you can actually like find out in detail what kind of options are available to you on the course. The first and second years are quite intensive in regards to language lessons, in like the modern language lessons. And then in the first year, you also have something called East Asia Survey, which involves a kind of, I guess, overview of the history of East Asia, focusing on Japan, but then also things such as linguistics and a bit of sociology, economics, politics, so modern social sciences as well. The second year is spent abroad, and that's entirely, well, predominantly language based. That's more like intensive language lessons. And then when you come back, you have more regular modern language lessons, but you also start work on the classical language. So you have lessons on that as well and tutorials on that. And then also you have to choose one option from modern literature, classical literature, or linguistics. And then after that, you choose four more options, which are a lot more free. Like there's options in the social sciences, but also more like kind of text-based options in uh, like modern literature and linguistics as well, and classical literature. You get a lot of free choice on the course to study like the kind of areas that you're interested in. The reading list does sometimes change according to the college, but I mean the Pembroke one had quite a lot of general history books, and a lot of the content for them overlapped. I don't think it's really the expectation that you kind of um, come up having read all those books thoroughly and like kind of memorized all the information, rather just use them to get a general idea of kind of perhaps the key historical trends in like Japanese history and also like East Asian history more generally. And you're also not tested on any of that information when you come up, so it's mainly just, I guess, for you to kind of familiarize yourself with the main ideas of the course, perhaps. So the year abroad is different to other, I think, other language courses in that you don't really plan it yourself. It's chosen for you. You go to Kobe University in West Japan, and everything's all set up for you, so it's really convenient. Um, and as in regards to what you study there, it's predominantly intensive language courses, so it's 15 hours of modern language a week, and then you also take a couple of classes within the faculty, which is like it's called the Faculty of Letters, so I guess it's quite similar to a kind of literature department. Um, and yeah, the university in general are very supportive of like the Oxford students who go and study abroad there. They also organise a lot of trips to kind of places around Japan, and I guess a lot of them are organised by kind of specialists in the department, so like professors of history who kind of know a lot about these sites and can kind of guide you as well around them, which is quite, yeah, I guess that's really good. I guess I did a linguistics option in Michaelmas term, and that was quite challenging in that I've never studied linguistics formally before. Um, so words like split intransivity came up a lot, um, which like I wasn't really familiar with, and that's something that's quite difficult to get your head around. Um, but actually, like obviously doing all the readings, you do come to understand these terms, and it's interesting because it doesn't only apply to Japanese linguistics, but linguistics more generally. And I mean, we were also told by a teacher that we're not expected to have like a very thorough understanding of these like linguistics terms, because that's not really the aim of the course. But I think yeah, definitely getting to know kind of those ideas as well was interesting, and perhaps wasn't something that I really expected to be studying on the course. So yeah. The tutorial system is very good in helping to develop confidence in your own ideas. Perhaps like at school, like having to say your ideas in front of like 20, 30 other people is a bit like daunting and can perhaps kind of make you not really want to speak out. But being in an environment where you kind of have to give your ideas, whether you like it or not, I think is very good in, well, I think I've realised that a lot of my ideas that perhaps I thought were not so bright are actually like, there is something to them, and that's definitely good. And then, because we do have larger classes as well, like our classical language classes, it's a whole year, and then some graduate students come as well. So there are sometimes as many as 20 people in a class. And I think that the kind of tutorials we do have helped me develop enough confidence that I don't really feel like shy about giving my ideas in that kind of larger class context as well. So